Hi, Patrick.
How are you?
I am good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just getting into this new normal lifestyle in quarantine and the glamour. So, we kicking it.
Are you completely over it? Because I am over it right now. I need to go out and do hood rat stuff with my friends, okay?
Okay, okay. When I tell you I've been my version of her rat stuff is just tiptoeing to the beach, like away from people, in isolation, with me and my little picnic blanket, eating some barbecue. Literally yesterday I got me some baby back ribs from Hillstone, first time ever, and just went and escaped to Venice and just tiptoed
Oh, you went to
over.
the one in
So
Santa Monica.
yeah, I did, and some tourists were like, "That smells good," and I was like, not, "Sir, not too close now, sir, not too close." He goes, "Where that from? Where that from?" I said, "Oh my God, it's from Hilltown in Santa Monica." So he goes, "It's our first time." So I was like, "Oh my God, I'm talking to new people. Like this is so weird,"
First
but
of all,
from afar,
did they have their mask on?
they showed it.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're getting out and about and doing things. And what else have you been doing during quarantine?
I mean, I've just been building my brand one size. I launched a beauty brand during this time. Never in a million years in building a big, large business in a retailer like Sephora, where, they sell all things makeup and skincare and beauty and fragrance, that I would be launching this brand this way.
Mhm.
Launching your own business is one thing as a business person, but like launching in COVID times, like, man, we're gonna remember this for a very long time. But I mean, I don't know how else it would have happened. But I mean, at least we're working remotely, and I've been doing glam. I've been trying to eat healthy, apart from the Hillstone baby back ribs.
I mean, that's
And I've been
healthy.
just
That's protein. Protein.
okay, protein. Yeah, but just a lot, just a lot of work and
Well,
having
it's
fun.
well, it's really interesting the fact that you were able to start a business during quarantine. You know what I'm saying? How did you even get started with it?
Oh my gosh. Well, I started on YouTube, and I just started doing tutorials back in 2013. And then I like loved makeup. I just loved transformation. I grew up like loving Tyra Banks and all these makeover shows back in the 2000s. Like, Made, that was like my show that I loved. And seeing people just come into themselves. And then I happened to find like my medium being makeup and just transforming people. But I didn't have any friends to do it on. So I just ended up doing it on myself, and then lo and behold, a couple followers turned into hundreds and thousands, and then a couple million followers, which is so crazy. Which brought me out here to LA to pursue, I guess, building a business on social
Wow.
media.
And now look at it. You got the makeup line, which is
Hmm.
exclusively at Sephora, right? So tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that.
It's a makeup line inspired by my mantra: makeup is a one size fits all. I believe beauty and it is for everybody. Everyone deserves to feel some type of beautiful. I think, especially in the community, the LGBTQ plus community, we are ostracized for the way that we look, or the way that we are, or the way that we live. And so, me having amassed such a mainstream following with celebrities, for their channels and my channels, I thought I have something special here to say. And for me promoting all these other celebrities makeup and their cis women gender lines, I thought I have a point of difference here where I can really highlight something special. And they've been more than happy to support me in a large way too. And so my mantra is makeup is a one size fits all, and that's where the brand name one size came from.
And how did you get linked up with Sephora?
Sephora, it was just a happy partnership. I was the first ever male to have a collaboration in Sephora. I came out with nail polishes back in 2014. So I think I was already like in the family of Sephora per se.
Mhm.
And they have so much other brands that I've worked with in the past, such as Benefit, Tarte, Urban Decay. And to be next to these prestigious brands, I think was something really, really cool to see.
Have you always been so super like confident? Like, could you exude confidence? Has that always been the case in your life?
I think so. It's just so funny. I was talking to my friends the other day, and I said, I don't know how the hell I got here, to be honest. Like, I think when people look at me as plus size or as bald or as Gaysian or flamboyant. I never saw that first. I think it was just second hand to me that I looked at myself as plus size. I couldn't probably run as fast, but I still got there.
Mm-hmm.
So being plus size. But I've always, I feel like I've always been confident. I just never looked at it because I've surrounded myself with people that have supported me from the beginning, and I think early on, um in high school and in college and even in middle school, I learned to take out bad people out of my life right away. That was just a thing. And so I think organically, transitioning to my adulthood from my adolescence, I had this knack for keeping people, genuine people around me in my career.
And how do you, for someone who is struggling with that right now, how do you, I guess, narrow it down and show that, or able to see that this person isn't good for me, so I need to remove them from my lives? How do you go about doing that?
I think social media is a tall telling thing. You can go on someone's page, you can check their vibe, like do they have the same passions as you? Do they support you? How are they interacting with other people? So don't just judge a book by its cover. Like literally look, stop, look, and listen to how they act. And I think in terms of quarantine and finding your people, you can just tell, I think, more than ever, because everyone is on social media. And I think more so, just seeing who they're associated with, what their passions are, do they support you authentically, and
Mhm.
also time. I think it's just going to take a lot of time too, and that's how it's going to go.
Do you think your parents help nurture that, you and your confidence and things like that?
I think so. Yeah, I grew up Filipino. I grew up, in a Disney household where we would just watch, Disney movies and reality shows, and I was very disciplined. I got the belt at times, and it was, and they put me into extracurricular activities, so by keeping busy, and so I think, in terms of COVID and how things are happening in social media, people are gardening, people are doing their makeup, people are cleaning, people are making their own clothes. So it's just really cool, or starting their own podcast. So I think it's really cool for people to just find something that makes them happy and find the people around them, and support others just as much too.
Do you feel like you've been hella creative during this time?
I think so. The creativity has been exploding. I think, in terms of videos and being around my friends and watching social media. I think because there's not really anywhere to go with restrictions. Like I've been on social media a lot. So I think getting inspired off even these little TikTokers have been so fun too.
Have you been able to jump into the TikTok scene? Because I'm just like, what do I do? How do I start? You know what
No,
I
for
mean?
sure. Yes, for sure. TikTok is just a whole nother beast, but I think once you find like what the trends are and what the dances are, it's just fun to just create, because I think for the first part of quarantine, we were just sitting at home so scared. But I think the
Mhm.
social media, I think that's why it's booming, is because it gives us something to participate in.
So when you don't have anything to do, like you have a down day, like you don't have to do any interviews or anything like that. Take us on a day on one of your normal days.
Oh my gosh, literally this past week, like I woke up, I made breakfast, I had me some egg whites because a girl trying to look cute, and trim, I'm trying to get that quarantine body, the other kind, um, and I'll watch social media, and then I'll maybe tiptoe to the beach and just get some sun and fresh air. That's been like my thing so far, because I've been cooped up in the house, and I film at home in a studio all day, every day, and I'm on meetings on Zoom all the time. So it's just nice to get out. And then I'm on FaceTime all day. I'll FaceTime my parents, I'll FaceTime my friends. And
Mhm.
it gives me this kind of social normality in my life, that I'm able to be connected, but not be like in person because of restrictions. And
100%.
that'll be my day.
What do you feel like is the upside and downside of social media?
The upside is the reach. The upside is the reach in terms of who you're inspiring, and the way that you use your platform, and
Mhm.
what purpose you serve, and how you use it. That's the biggest reward for me. And the downside too is balance, like balancing how much you show versus how much you don't show, and what is what is available to your viewers. I think that's the hardest thing, and that obviously affects your mental health. I think more so for me because I have a full face of makeup and I have this turban on, I'm able to kind of figuratively define when Patrick Star is on and when Patrick Star is off. And at the end of the day, I'm sitting chilling bald, eating my cereal on my couch, no makeup, watching my Netflix or YouTube, and that's just me on the regular. But I think in terms of that the difficult part, that the balance is the most difficult.
Do you ever run into people and it's like you just want to be off, but people come and run up to you and it's like, can I just chill for a second?
When I tell you, it's more shocking than ever because when I tell you I was at the grocery store, I was in like a tank and I was in a fitted and I had a mask. And this girl passed by me next in the cereal aisle and she just gasped and she goes, "Are you Patrick Star?" I said, "How the hell did she recognize me? How the hell did this girl, mind you, it's just my eyes and I don't have no wig, no, maybe the
Nothing, just
nails,
you, right?
just me, like belly out, just flip flops, like in the store. I'm like, ain't no one gonna see me today. No one's gonna see me today. And then she just was like, "Can I ask you, like muffled, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." But it's awesome that they're able to recognize my eyes. I guess because they wear eye makeup and I do tutorials and stuff. It was just so funny.
Did a little piece of you just like die inside when she was like, and I would have been like,
No, literally. I thought I pooped a little bit in the eye. I swear.
before we go, I want to talk about Go Off. And I feel like this is the quintessential Patrick Star song.
Yes, yes, I love it.
How would you explain that to people that are listening to Go Off or haven't heard Go Off?
If you want to get into your feels and just be that bad bitch and just walk up and down the hallways of your home or the sidewalk and turn it into a catwalk, it's very much just feeling yourself and just going off and no matter who you are, like you're able to just be your authentic self. And I was so honored to have Leomi Maldonado and Deshawn from Legendary, from HBO join the music video, and to have them and share their talents, and Sanaya Braxton and come in and share their talents. It was just such a vibe to see people just go the hell off. But mind you, we're indirectly promoting my Go Off makeup removers, my makeup dissolving mist, and my Go Off my makeup wipes, because it's really called Go Off because they're makeup removers. So I kind of wanted to have like a double meaning with like remove your makeup, go off, and also go off on the dance floor. So it's such a pump, and it's just kind of like this loud reminder to take care of your skin and your makeup, but also be a badass bitch.
Absolutely. No, it's a really feel good song. It feels really good when you're listening to it. And like, I feel like you cannot help but to move when you are checking it out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yes. Amen.
So what's next? What can we look out for next?
I mean, I'm a Scorpio. I'm 11/11. So make a wish.
11, 11. Look at you with your water sign all up in your feels.
Yep. So just stay tuned for things dropping like rain, on the ground, and stay tuned. And I'm exclusively in Sephora and all the content you can expect, and yeah, more things to come.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for having me.